Okay, guys, hello, how are you? Today, last week we worked with the Bezier curve, if you remember, and we've been working with the Bezier curve to make different things. We did a few exercises. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on shapes, and we're going to edit shapes, edit curves, and combine shapes in different ways. So this is what at the end we're going to be able to build. We're going to build a heart, cloud, and boat. All right, that's your exercise. So how we're going to do this is very simple. We're going to go with we're going to go with a shape. Remember that you should set it to view the grid, and you should set your document to snap to grid. That's important. When you select a shape, there's actually different shapes that you can draw. And there's already a heart, but we're going to build a heart from scratch. We're going to use circles, and we're going to draw a big circle here. And actually, it should stretch it. There we go. All right. There we go. Okay. So 2 by 2. And actually, I'm not going to draw it again. I'm going to go to Item, Duplicate. Okay, so I have the same shape, another one. And then I'm going to use my curve, Bezier curve again, to draw. I'm going to draw from here, the bottom part of my heart. I'm going to draw it all the way down here. Now I'm not gonna make the curves right now, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit this shape and edit the curves in it, okay, to have a little bit more control. So when I go to nodes, when I double click, I get the nodes menu, and I can select to edit the curve points. And I'm going to make sure that what is selected is that they move independently and not symmetrically. Okay, so I'm gonna grab this one. I'm gonna grab it down, give it the curve. Grab this one down as well. There we go. And I'm going to grab this one and just give it a little edge like that. Okay, there we go. So it has a little shape like a heart should. All right, so now I'm done editing, and this is it. This right now is a path, so I want to make sure I go to Item, Convert to Polygon, so that it's a shape, okay, and not just a path. Now the next step is to combine my shapes. So that operation is actually, you have to do it 2 at a time. So I have to select my first 2 shapes right here, go to Item, Path Tools, and actually it's outside of the recording window, I think, but there's a Path Operations option that gives you this dialog. The Path Operations lets me combine different shapes in different ways. I can add the shapes, I can subtract one shape from the other, I can get only the intersection of the shape, the difference of the shapes, or just leave them as they are. But what I want to do is I want to combine one with the other. So, okay. And you can see now my shape is one with that, it's a combined shape. So now I got to do the second one, which is this new one and the bottom part. So Item, Path Tools, Path Operations, and now I want to combine the top with the bottom. That's what I want to do. And Operation Add. Okay, there we go. And here we go. That's my heart. Now I can color it, make it in different ways. To bring up the properties of a shape, you go with F2. Okay, F2 brings up the shape properties. Or you can also go to Window, Properties. There you go. I'm going to edit the color. I'm going to make it maybe magenta. Okay. And I can have different colors here, but magenta would be the one I pick right now. And then I'm going to edit the line, make it a little bit thicker, you know, leave it black. I think that's fine. The meter join, I'm going to make it round, and you can see how that changes how where the lines join, where there's a corner, it makes it a round edge. Okay, so that looks nice. Now I can resize this because it's one shape. It'll hold. Oh, sorry. Oh. There we go. I can resize this any way I want, and put a little text on it. I can add a text frame, which is right here. Add a text frame. I can put it right there in the middle, and type. Now I can type directly. Father, and I can't see what I'm typing, and that's a problem. So what I'm going to do is select here. Sorry. There we go. Double click. Happy Father's Day. Why not, right? Now the properties of this are also controlled in this properties window, and I have a new text option here, and I can tell it what kind of font I want for it. Okay, I don't like that one. Bell. No, let's select something. Yep, sorry, I have to select the text and make it, I don't know. Let's test that, and let's just make it bigger. The line spacing is fixed, so I can make it line spacing automatic, you know, so that it separates, and I can make it so, you know, it's centered on the text box. That looks good. The color, I'm not so sure about the color, so I'm going to go ahead, select, go to text, and select colors. Where is it? Ah, here we go. Colors and effects. So I'm going to make it, I don't know. What color should I make it? White? Let's see how it looks on white. That looks fine. Okay. If you want to see how it's going to look in the end, remember that you have this option of normal view. You can see that that's how it's going to be when it's printed. So we did two things, or a few things here. We did combining shapes. We did editing lines, editing curves to create this heart. In a similar way, you should be able to. Sorry. Boom. In a similar way, you should be able to use circles and combine the circles to make a cloud. And these are just shapes and lines that I edited in order to make this boat shape. And these are shapes that I created with, selecting a triangle. Okay, and you should after you have it done, select them all, and you should be able to group. And I can ungroup it, so I can show you that this is a shape that I created with the curves, and you can see how I manipulated the curves to create that shape specifically, right? Alright, so thank you very much, guys. Good luck with the exercise, recreating the different shapes that I have for you, and I'll see you in class.